performer is making his return to our stage. He is a father, which is a great example. So is Shane. Yeah, so maybe you guys will have some They've done so much. So give it up for Alex Wilson, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Sean. I don't know if I can beat the WNBA for comedy material, but let's see. I did prepare some stories about my reckless abuse of psychedelics in my adolescence, but something happened over the weekend that just begged me to make fun of it. So Friday, if you're a Genesee graduate, you might know what I'm talking about. A couple of kids thought it would be really funny at a Wyoming versus Genesee basketball game, while the Wyoming player was taking a free throw, to start making monkey sounds, scratching their armpits. Sean thinks it's funny. The athletic director said, "I don't think that happened." Until the video went viral, and then he was like, "Oh, boilerplate damage control."
Hold on, did the coach make other monkey sounds?
No.
Okay.
Very important question.
But no, that's, I mean, as upsetting as that was, what upset me more was the amount of alumni and people that I went to school with going, "Jenison? Racist? Oh my God, it can't be. Racial ignorance in our Jenison High School?"
Shocking.
I know. Who could imagine that with all that diversity, they would not know
A
that?
cultural hotbed.
Yes. Exactly. So, that was a real fun part of my weekend as a father of a mixed girl. It is a weird time to be in an interracial relationship. People look at us funny when we go to the grocery store. It's like walking back in time a little bit. The glares are enough to just curdle milk on sight, but it's a little refreshing, but almost more creepy when it's the younger neoliberals coming up like, "Oh my God, can we see your beautiful caramel little mixed miracle baby?" I guess. Sure.
Now I do have to ask, as a fellow ginger, are you sure they're not just upset because she's with you?
No.
Okay. I just had to ask because I mean I've experienced that.
Yes. No. It is. No.
Do they just assume you have a baby?
I mean, they see the carrot.
Oh, yeah. That's a dead giveaway.
It is a pretty good.
You don't carry around those unless you're legit.
But it's been fun. I switched jobs when I found out I was going to be a father. I was a phlebotomist for pretty much the whole pandemic. The whole time, everybody was at home going, "Oh, I have to collect government money. I can't go out. Just stay home and watch Netflix." I was clocking in and stabbing people in the arm with wheels. And I got pretty good at it. It's not a very useful skill to have outside of the job. Like, I can't show up to the blood donation place like, "Oh, hey guys, I did the hard part for you. Here you go."
But you nailed the tail on the donkey, though.
What do I feel? Not what I said. But no, it was a good job. There was a lot of satisfaction in it. Probably the best compliment I ever received was from a 93-year-old woman who told me I was the best she ever had.
She was smoking the last two Thunderbugs.
Yeah. So it's kind of a weird turn for my job history, though. I mean, it's been, I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, maybe it's just me being a white guy, but the less work I do, the more I get paid. What's up? staying up all night, busting my ass, making sure people could fuel their cars for dog shit wages, getting treated like dog shit. Now I sit on my ass and answer phones all day, and I make like 10K more a year. That guy gets it.
Just to answer your question, Shane, no, that's not a ginger thing. Because I haven't experienced that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you should try answering phones. It's really not
That's
hard.
my problem. I'm a millennial and I hate answering the phone.
It did take a bit to get over.
Sure.
But no, it was a good job, and there's a lot of innuendo present in phlebotomy. There's a lot of squirting, a lot of sticking, penetration. So it's easy to phrase things poorly. I once had a guy who face rung a bell, sit down in the seat, and I was like, wait, was your mom here earlier today? He was like, oh yeah, she was here earlier. I was like, oh, I stuck your mom in that chair right earlier today.
She said she was the best you'd ever had.
He didn't clock it, so just continued on. But it's been weird switching to the phone job. I like Sean, hate answering the phone. I'm a millennial, and it gives me a lot of anxiety. I've dealt with mental illness most of my life. I was 5 years old the first time I told my mom I wanted to hang myself. That's a little like under the bar, typically. I have no idea where I got the idea for nooses and hanging at 5. I'll give you a hint, like why I felt that way. Rhymes with molestation. Why I'm doing this now. This guy gets it. So it's funny though. It's made me feel like a bit of a depression hipster because everyone's now dealing with mental illness with the quarantine, and they're like, oh, fuck. I'm like, oh, I was depressed before it was cool. I'm all about this.
But let's be clear, it's always been cool.
It's so much fun. But no, it is really important to deal with mental health head on. I really just floated through life aimlessly. I'm now 27, as you can probably actually guess I'm almost 30. But it's more common than I thought for people to just kind of do that float through life thing. I thought more people were like, I want to become an architect. I'm going to go to architecture school. I'm going to get the architect job. That rarely ever happens to anybody. Most people are like, I guess I'll do this. Maybe they'll make mom and dad like me, I don't know. But they do the same thing with the job, and then they do that until they die. The end. That doesn't seem like a very good deal to me. I don't really want to play that game. So, yeah, I hope you guys all enjoy my jokes.
If people were just picking jobs like willy-nilly like that, would that explain why like architecture is so fucked up? Like, why there are so many weird-looking buildings? Because they're like, I don't know.
Yeah, we've got people who should be, sailing ships, doing fucking building, and people who should be building, fucking answering phones.
If only someone could trade places, those two people, and it'd be a Christmas miracle. All right, give it up for Alex. Let's do it. Bringing us another shot. So I decided all the comics get a shot. I made the executive decision. So here you go. Yeah, maybe it's like doing 2 of these is giving us There we go. So cheers. Awesome.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers. All right. Give it up for Alex, everyone.
Sean, just look at the water.